Hi, welcome back to Science 1206, the motion unit. I'm Ms. Ledwell, and in this video, we'll practice calculating velocity. Let's begin. First, we're going to look at some conversions that you might see in velocity problems. Often when you encounter problems involving speed or velocity, you will need to switch between kilometers per hour and meters per second. This involves changing both the unit of distance and the unit of time. Just a reminder, be careful when you're reading a problem to assess whether you're going to need to make this change. Recall that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters and 1 hour is equal to 3,600 seconds. Therefore, to convert between kilometers per hour to meters per second, you can use this method. Kilometers per hour times 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer times 1 hour in 3,600 seconds gives us 1,000 meters in 3,600 seconds, or 1 meter in 3.6 seconds. A shortcut is to divide the value in kilometers per hour by a conversion factor of 3.6 to easily convert to meters per second. So again, when you have kilometers per hour and you want to change it to meters per second, divide the value by 3.6. For example, convert 25.5 kilometers per hour to meters per second. We're going to divide 25.5 kilometers per hour by 3.6, and we get 7.08 meters per second. Note that when we're multiplying or dividing by a conversion factor, in this case the conversion factor is 3.6, we don't count that when we're determining how many significant figures we should have in our answer. So the original number here had 3 significant figures. That means our answer should also have 3 significant figures after converting it, which it does. So again, there should be the same number of significant digits in your converted value as in your original value. Next, we'll look at converting meters per second to kilometers per hour. Similarly, there are instances where you will need to convert from meters per second to kilometers per hour. Recall that 1 meter equals 0.001 kilometers, and 1 second equals 1/3600th of an hour. Therefore, to convert between kilometers per hour to meters per second, you can use this method. Meters per second is equal to 1 kilometer per 1,000 meters times 3,600 seconds in 1 hour gives us 3,600 kilometers per 1,000 hours, which is equal to 3.6 kilometers per hour. A shortcut then is to multiply the value in meters per second by a conversion factor of 3.6 to easily convert from meters per second to kilometers per hour. Let's look at an example. Convert 13 meters per second to kilometers per hour. We're going to multiply 13 meters per second by the conversion factor of 3.6. That gives us 47 kilometers per hour. Note that there should be the same number of significant digits in your converted value as in the original value. We had 2 in the original value and 2 in our answer. Now it's time for you to do some practice problems. Pause this instructional video, grab a pencil and some paper, or open up a blank document on your electronic device. Number your paper or document from 1 to 5, and then create a separate column numbered 1 to 3. You will need to leave space for calculations between each number. As each problem in the tables on the following slides is revealed, write down your answer. We will then review the correct answers one by one. After numbering your paper or document, please resume this instructional video. You will use your numbered document for this video and the next one. So our first practice is going to be converting meters per second to kilometers per hour and kilometers per hour to meters per second. Our first quantity is 125 kilometers per hour, and it asks us to convert it to meters per second. On the bottom, you'll notice I have written KD. I have little tricks to help me remember things, and this helps me remember when kilometers per hour comes first, and I need to convert to meters per second, I divide. K for kilometers per hour, D for divide. So 125 divided by 3.6 gives me 34.7 meters per second. Next, we're asked to convert 845.5 meters per second to kilometers per hour. Pause the video while you work out your calculation, then resume it to check your answer. In this case, we're multiplying by the conversion factor, which is 3.6, and we get 3,044 kilometers per hour. Remember to keep your significant digits the same as was in the original number. Number 3 asks us to convert 82.5 kilometers per hour to meters per second. So we have kilometers per hour first, and that means we divide by our conversion factor of 3.6, and you should have got 22.9 meters per second. Remember, we have the same number of significant digits here as we had in the original number, 3 and 3. Number 4, 1.5 meters per second converted to kilometers per hour. That will give us 5.4 kilometers per hour after we multiply by 3.6. And last, we have 2.2 kilometers per hour, and we need to convert that to meters per second. Kilometers per hour came first, so we're going to divide by our conversion factor of 3.6 to get 0.625 meters per second. Now it's time to continue to the next video. Pause for a half-minute recharge. Rise, reach, and stretch before you move on to the next video.